Hey guys. So, had a moment outside with Miko. Let me put it this way. I almost called him Venti. So I was outside for about an hour and a half and he was just laying with me. That is something he's never done. He actually jumped up onto me when I was sitting out in the chair and he did exactly what Venti did. He just fell asleep, and same thing with Venti. Nothing deterred him. I moved my leg. I had to put my leg down because I had to, put one leg on top of the other so that way he wouldn't fall through. It was going numb, so I had to put my leg down. He didn't move. And then I picked him up and I was expecting him to jump out. But then I picked him up and he was just like laying there. Luckily enough, he's a lot smaller and lighter than Venti was. But he's essentially Venti 2.0 because he is like Venti in every way apart from appearance. So, I was getting a little emotional out there because it was like I was sitting with Venti. So, but Kaya's kind of getting to be to the point where, um, it's where I keep seeing something. Um, where he comes over and he wants to be petted, and you know, before it's like what Meowsy would do, where she'd run away, and how I got her to kind of, come up to me. Um, Kai is the same way now. I'm finally getting him to kind of open up a little more. But Miko, I just went out there and then he just started, you know, wanting to be loved on, and and he just jumped up and he just slept with me. Slept outside. I just, like I said, I was sat there. I had to put my leg on top of the other because I was sitting in the chair. And I had to, try to tighten up the gap or something so that way he didn't fall through. So I'm sitting there and I had my leg up, like, crossed, and I had like my arm around him a little bit to kind of keep him propped up so that way if he did start to slip, but he was fine. And my leg started to go numb, so I had to put it back to the ground, and he was just like, he didn't care. So, little Venti 2.0. I'm like, he does everything Venti used to. It's insane how much alike. It's crazy. So, but yeah, I went outside originally because it's freaking nice out. It was I heard it start raining, and like it's been like this nice light rain. Um, because we're getting another tornado through somewhere. I think it's coming through North Carolina, but it's going to be east, like to the east of like Charlotte. So we're going to get like rain and wind. As long as another tree doesn't fucking fall on another power line, that'd be great. But that's probably going to happen tomorrow. Um, but it was nice today. It was like 62 degrees and it was nice. And then tomorrow is going to be like 70 something, like 72. Actually, let me see. Let me see how. There is a marginal risk of severe weather. Tomorrow 75. Ugh. Thunderstorm. Saturday 73. But then look at this, 48. It's just perfect. And I say to you guys a while ago that this was how it was going to happen. That probably by mid-November we would be down to actual autumn weather. But ugh. San Antonio. Let's see, it's 10 days. Well, they're not too bad. About New Jersey. Oh, what's this? AM rain, snow showers? Nani? Just It's just not fair. Just not fair. Yeah, Hurricane Nicole. Yeah. It looks like a wiener. John, you're stupid. Yeah, it's Hurricane Nicole. But yeah, this just looks amazing. It really looks amazing. Now, this is the weather I love. So I'm glad we're gonna be having some, actual weather. Um, Fucking people, I swear. What was I saying? I don't know. What was I? I don't remember what I was talking about. Um, um, it's just so weird. It's like not even 6 o'clock and it's like pitch black out. It's just always weird. I don't know if it's like that for everyone. I mean, obviously it is for some people, a lot of people. But you just get all messed up, especially right now. Like I said, it's not even 6 o'clock and it's pitch black. You know, I would. There's people who are like getting off work at like 4 o'clock and it's like fucking dark out already. You know, and then in the mornings it's like fucking sunny, and if it could just like, I don't know, stay dark in the morning and then get dark early, that'd be great. That would be amazing. I don't know how the planet would have to shift and speed up or slow down or whatever to do that, but you know, the less, I mean, the sun is good, or rather, stay sunny as long as it's colder out. I don't like the heat. If every day was like, 40, or not 40, like 50, 60 degrees, the plants can still grow and, you know, I'll be perfectly content. But it's unfortunately not like that. So, well, I should say plants can grow. I mean, trees die. Well, some trees die. A lot of the trees, like the one in the middle there, is completely fucking naked, but everything else around it is still fine. So, just some plants die. But, God, I'm just fucking tired though. I really didn't sleep a whole lot. Actually, no, I kind of slept last night. I was watching ZFG, um, doing the Ocarina of Time randomizer, because his videos are like 3, 4 hours long. So it's just a nice thing to put on and just kind of watch. Does you lose yourself? And I found myself, I fell asleep. I think I started watching it and then I woke up when it was pretty much over. So I think it was a 3 hour video. So I slept for about 2 hours while it was on. And I woke up and I'm like, fuck. But when I woke up, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. I'm just going to go to bed. And then I just went to bed. But I remember laying down over, normally I lay my head down this over here, but I just laid down and I actually just kind of turned on my side and was watching it, and I just ended up falling asleep. And then I woke up and it was like 10 o'clock and it was still on. I was like, what? I was just tired. Because yesterday I hadn't slept in like 30 something hours. So I was exhausted. I've been trying to fucking get shit done at work, and fucking my boss calls me or texts me today and talking about tomorrow. I didn't even think we were. I didn't know we would even be working tomorrow. It's Veterans Day. Skusa has off, so I was like, I have no way of even getting to work. I'm like, Skusa's off tomorrow, and my landladies are taking June to the doctor. I don't even have a way to get there. And because she's like, oh yeah, actually, let me bring up exactly. Uh, she said, make sure you get Baylor caught up. Visits next Tuesday and Thursday. They want it clear. No big boxes. So those really big boxes, I mean, she's almost like they're acting like I haven't been trying to. Monday, there was 23 fucking piles of cardboard. I got it down to about 9 or 10. Wednesday, same thing. I got it down to 9. But I can't even get to those big boxes because they keep bringing down 10, 15 fucking piles and putting them around the big boxes. So I have to get all that shit out of the way before I can even start the big boxes. And getting all that shit out of the way already takes me to the end of my day to do. And I told her that, and I just went off on her today. And it's not her fault because the company was like, "Oh, we don't want to take the boxes as they are anymore because we're fucking douchebags." And I went off on her. I'm like, "How the fuck do they expect us to do it when they're bringing shit down every day? I'm not here Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's just fucking sitting there. It's like they fucking do this shit, and then when it doesn't get done, because it's only me doing it, we get fucking bitched at. I'm the only one who's able to, it's like in 3 hours, I'm getting 7, 8 bales done. I had to stop early yesterday because I had tubes that I needed to get done. And she always says, I want you to do a bale of tubes before you go if there's tubes down there. So I had to do tubes. So, I mean, I have other shit I need to do. And I only have 5 hours to do it all. I'm doing what I can. And then when it doesn't get done, I'm the one who's going to get bitched at. So I'm going to have to try to fucking do it all Monday. So I'm just going to see if I'll probably work till about 2 o'clock Tuesday. Or not Tuesday, on Monday. If she doesn't like it, that's not my fucking problem. It needs to be done. And they could have easily, like, okay, so there was like 23 piles. And I did half of them in 3 hours. So I made about 7 bales in 3 hours. They could have easily had Kevin come down there and finish the rest. But no. The one person they know that who would be able to do it, he wasn't down there today, and he's not going to be down there tomorrow. It's like, oh, because he's working with the machines. Well, I think, that stuff. And here's the rub. They were going to have him cut down all the fucking... There's 9 piles of boxes that are, too big to be folded to be put in. And they're all about this high. And they were going to have him cut them. So you're telling me he can sit there and cut boxes all fucking day, but he can't bale them? I mean, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? And it wasn't like he was going to be able to cut it, like, easily. We have, like, this little tiny, it's like, a little box cutter type thing, but it's a motorized box cutter, you just... And so they were going to allow him to do that and cut boxes all fucking day to make them smaller. But he can't go down there for 2 hours, 3 hours and just bail. It makes... The people working there are fucking retarded, I swear. And I've told this to my boss. No, I've told her, I'm like, these people here have the fucking critical thinking skills of 5th graders. Or less than that, because even 5th graders would have common sense enough to say, hey, if that person's not going to be there, wouldn't it be easy to find someone to do it then? Nope, not here. But anyway, moral of the story is Miko is just Venti as a different cat. Hopefully he sticks with this attitude because I want him to be able to jump up on me and fall asleep and all that. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll see him in here hanging out and sleeping and all that. If any other cats outside would do it, he would. I have no doubt that if I was to let him in and he got used to it, he'd just be up here sleeping or something, or he'd be up here with me or something like that. He'd probably do what Sam does, probably like jump up here and try to see everything. Maybe one day I will. Soon, maybe, I don't know. I mean, he does come in all the time. You know, you open the door and he runs in. And then my roommate will let him stay in here and all that, like for like a couple minutes. And I'll go out there to go to the bathroom, and there he is. I'm like, well, hello, Miko. And he's all like, hey, Grandpa, can you let me out now? So, anyways, long day, long week. My fucking body is still killing me from all the fucking boxes, and Sam's at the door. I need to talk to one of those higher ups or something, because it's not the boxes that are hard to do. It's the fact that there's 20 something boxes, piles, and I'm just bending, 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 bending. And within a couple minutes, my back is totally fucking killing me because I'm 6'4" and I'm having to keep bending over to the fucking floor to pick something up. So they say they won't let me use that thing, that forklift thing. I'm gonna talk to someone and see if I can, because it's fucking ridiculous. There's a tool down there I can use to make my job easier and safer. And they're like, oh no, he's not allowed to use it because we're a bunch of fucking douchebags. But anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.